What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns with Mafia 3 news off of IGN, GameSpot, and other gaming sites. Mafia 3 has shipped over 4.5 million copies in the first week when it launched back October 7th. It is considered now to be the fastest selling game in 2K Games history. So that's pretty impressive, with other 2K published titles like NBA 2K, Borderlands, BioShock, according to the Washington Post. By the way, this IGN article and the GameSpot article we're going to go over in a second is linked below in the description section. So what do you think about it shipping 4.5 million units? Do you think that's a good thing? Because it says shipped. It doesn't mean sold. It means that 4.5 million units of Mafia 3 were shipped to distributors like GameStop and of course Best Buy, Walmart, everywhere else across the globe. So it'll be interesting to see what the actual numbers are whenever they come out. So it'll be very fascinating to see how that turns out. Now, the response to the review scores, we're going to check out this article from GameSpot. I know there's GameStop, then there's GameSpot. Gets kind of confusing. So, Take-Two responds to Mafia 3 review scores and talks the possibility of more remasters. And this is, of course, from Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick. And for the most part, I like a lot of the stuff that Strauss Zelnick says and does. I've been following for the past few years, his coverage regarding Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. And there's some issue that I kind of have with some of the things he says here. "Quote unquote, in terms of the reviews and scores, it was sort of an odd anomaly," Zelnick explained. "The scores were lower than we had liked, but there are a lot of stellar reviews. I think that the most prominent reviewers really loved and recognized that what we were doing here, from the story arc, character, and the excitement perspective, is really unmatched in the marketplace. So I think we and our competitors are seeing some anomalies in the review system, but we take them as they are and we don't argue with it." Okay, so I understand that Strauss Zelnick is the head of Take-Two, which is the parent company of 2K Games and Rockstar. And, he's not going to acknowledge when a game has issues. But at the same time, I don't get where the whole anomalies and the oddness of these review are concerning Mafia 3. I mean, I absolutely love playing Mafia 3. It had a great story, character development, but at the same time, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not wearing the rose-colored glasses to recognize that the game has some issues. So, continuing with the discussion regarding remasters, it looks like Take-Two is very, very interested in continuing with the remastered games, which means that maybe one day we'll see a remastered edition of the original Mafia game, which is something myself and many others would like to see because it came out in 2002 on PC. And unfortunately, a lot of Mafia fans haven't had the opportunity to play that game. It was a fantastic game, by the way, and I think it definitely deserves being remastered as long as they do it right and keep basically the core, principles, there, and don't try to change it. As long as it looks better and it plays good, I think that a remastered edition of Mafia would be awesome. But at the same time, there is an issue of oversaturation when it comes to remastered games. And we've seen that recently, like with BioShock, Skyrim Special Edition, which I'm still enjoying, and many more coming out, because apparently video game companies are like, hey, these games were popular. Let's bring them to the current gen consoles and let's sell some more copies of them. And I don't know, I think it's a reaction to the customer base, because a lot of us, wanted games to be, I guess compatible or, backwards compatible on Xbox One. Eventually, Microsoft caved in and we now have a lot of backwards compatible games from last gen. And it wouldn't surprise me if you see something similar happening on PlayStation. Like most recently, I've been playing Red Dead Revolver over on PlayStation 4. So it's a thing, bringing back older games and selling them to the people. So yeah, remastered games, we may see more of those. Now, like I said, regarding the review of Mafia 3, I can't really weigh the characters, the story, with the gameplay itself. Some of the gameplay was fun, you know. The driving mechanics could have been a little bit better. It could have been a lot worse, just like Watch Dogs, for example. But there was some graphical issues and some other things that happened. Like with me, you know, the infamous gumbo freeze, various crashes that I experienced, along with bugs and glitches. Hopefully, Hangar 13 is fixing those issues. But I don't really get the whole like confusion or issue that Zelnick's having regarding the scores being lower than they would have liked. Well, maybe you should have given Hangar 13 more time to polish the game. A lot of people, including Carrick at ACG, who did review on Mafia 3. Also, he just did a walk in the walk regarding Mafia 3. It's a really good video, by the way. You know, he talked about that. The fact that it seems like in parts of the game it's really good, other parts it really feels like that Hangar 13 should have taken another 3 to 6 months in order to really, really get the game nice and not looking so much or feeling as much like a beta. But anyways, let me know your thoughts below in the comment section regarding 4.5 million copies being shipped for Mafia 3. Your overall opinion regarding the reviews. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? And coming up on Monday, this is something I really want you guys to partake in communication-wise in the comment section or via Twitter and Facebook. We got the official 1-month anniversary of Mafia 3 coming up on Monday, November 7th. And I want to know your opinion, your thoughts regarding Mafia 3 now that you've played it. What do you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you still playing it? Did you one and done it? Have you moved on already? Are you looking forward to the patches, the free updates, the expansions, which I will be covering down the road once they come out? Let me know below in the comment section, or via Twitter, or via Facebook, your thoughts regarding Mafia 3 1 month later. And by the way, Zelnick, I don't know what you're so upset about. You know, I gave Mafia 3 3 out of 5 bottles of bourbon in my review.